back to the Daily Grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. You know what time it is. It's full time
MMA.
Now, I like Raquel Pennington, but she's coming out here and she's sounding like she wants to get mangled by the lioness Amanda Nunes, because she's coming out here on the MMA Hour and she's letting the ting go skrat, ba boom 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 boom. I'm serious, man. She had some shit to say on the MMA Hour. She says that she wasn't impressed by Valentina Shevchenko or Amanda Nunes' performance at UFC 215. She's throwing shade, taking shots. Let's get into what Raquel Pennington had to say. I wasn't impressed by either one of them. I don't feel like either one of them really went out there and did anything. The highlights made the fight look a lot more exciting than it really was. Amanda, she had center control the entire time, and I guess if you really want to break it down, I haven't broken it down yet to see all the strikes landing and stuff. I didn't pay attention to all that. I was just kind of watching the competition because I do believe I'm the #1 contender now. So that's kind of more of what I was paying attention to. I just figured with the close fight that they had before that Valentina would come out given this opportunity and put on a bigger performance, and Amanda obviously wanting to keep the belt, she would go out there and try to dominate. But to see them just kind of go back and forth and stand in front of each other, it was kind of annoying to me with the fact that they all were bragging about her cardio and stuff, because in my opinion, everyone can stand in front of each other and do that for 5 rounds. Damn, why is she killing Amanda? She's saying you're bragging about Amanda's cardio, but she was just standing in front of Valentina. I mean, you know what this reminds me of, Raquel Pennington saying this? It reminds me of the Tyron Woodley-Stephen Wilson fight. Because the way the first fight went, because it was a rematch, and the way the first fight went for the challenger who lost, you would think they had more urgency. So that's what she's saying about Valentina Shevchenko, and that's what I was feeling about Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. It's like you're getting a rematch now. You worked your way to the rematch. Well, Stephen Thompson didn't have to work his way to a rematch, but you're getting your rematch now. So I was thinking you would show more urgency instead of just sitting back and trying to strike on your back foot. You know, you're supposed to be in there taking that title, and you're letting them pressure you. So that's not a good sign for you, the challenger. But then the champion, in Tyron Woodley and Amanda Nunes' case, was standing in front of their opponent, not really doing the most damage. Now, I think Amanda Nunes' output was higher than Tyron Woodley's was. I think she was trying to do more than Tyron Woodley was versus Wonderboy as far as the overall constant attack, as far as more shots thrown. But Tyron Woodley probably did more damage overall. When he connected, he hurt Wonderboy. And now Amanda Nunes, though, she did land a couple of shots in those first 3 rounds, the really close rounds where there wasn't much action back and forth, but the first 3 rounds Amanda Nunes was controlling the octagon. So with that being said, I see what Raquel Pennington is saying, but I do think Amanda Nunes had enough output. I mean, she was controlling the octagon, and she was still in the 5th round, not just the 4th round, the 5th round. In their first fight, they were saying Amanda Nunes gassed after the 2nd round, and she was out of gas in the 3rd round, and all of that jazz. But this fight, in the 4th round and 5th round, Amanda Nunes still had gas. Valentina Shevchenko was coming forward in the 4th round, making Amanda Nunes, changing the fight. Amanda Nunes was the one controlling the octagon the entire fight, but Valentina Shevchenko changed that in the 4th round. And then the 5th round, Amanda Nunes, she probably at the very end of the fight looked like she was starting to run out of gas, because whenever she was on top of Valentina, she was kind of, holding her down, and Valentina was just still trying to strike off of her back. But I enjoyed the fight, if you can't tell. I enjoyed that entire fight. So this is Raquel Pennington's coming out taking shots, but this is good for her. If she's the #1 contender, if she wants that fight next, this is good, because she's saying she's taking shots at the boring fighting style. So she's saying she feels like if you're going in there to earn the belt, you need to go in there and scrap. So hopefully that's what we will see out of Raquel Pennington. One thing I will say about Raquel Pennington is I didn't realize her record was as bad as it was. She's on a hell of a streak, though, is one thing I will say. But Raquel Pennington's overall record is 9-6. 9-6. So that's 15 total fights, and about 50, she wins half, loses half. She's 9-6, but check this out, though. She lost the majority of her fights in the beginning of her career. She's on a tear right now as far as I'm concerned. In her last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fights, she's 6-2, and both of those losses are split decisions. So if those split decisions went the other way, Raquel Pennington could be on an 8-fight winning streak right now, and her record would still be 9-6. Well, no, it would actually be 11-4, but still, you get the point. She's had some split decision losses in her fucking last. She's on a 4-fight winning streak now. She's coming off of a win over Miesha Tate. That was Miesha Tate's last fight. Miesha Tate was her coach on The Ultimate Fighter. Raquel Pennington was on The Ultimate Fighter. Raquel Pennington beat Betch Correia. She's fought Jessica Andrade. She's lost to Holly Holm, which was a split decision. She also lost to Jessica Andrade in the first fight, which was a split decision. But Jessica Andrade moved down to 115. Damn, she used to fight at 135. That's interesting. Yeah, man, Raquel Pennington, she's got some good wins. She's on a tear as far as I'm concerned. She's on a 4-fight winning streak, and she's 6-2 in her last 8. And both of her, the only 2 losses were split decisions. So just the tear that she's on, I would like to see her fight Amanda Nunes. I mean, I haven't seen all of Raquel Pennington's fights by any means, but I've definitely seen the Miesha Tate fight, and she went in there and did what she needed to do. She dominated that fight, and so I like what she's doing now here too. She's selling the fight. She's making it sound like her fight's going to be entertaining, as well as she's taking shots at Amanda Nunes, starting a little drama there. So man, shout out Raquel Pennington. I'm a fan of hers. Hopefully she gets the next title shot, because if it's not her, I don't know who else it's going to be at 135 right now. So with that being said, it is what it is. Let the haters know what the fuck you tell me in the comments, dude. My boss told me to have a good day, so I went home.